Hi everybody, my name is Fedi Abdelmajid and I'm going to be giving you guys a persuasive speech. The topic I'm going to be talking about are gun laws. I know that may be a little controversial, but I think it's an important conversation we're going to need to have eventually. In the time it takes for me to give this speech, roughly 6 people in the US will have taken their lives with a gun. That's one every 10 minutes. Somewhere else in America, there's a student walking through a metal detector just to get to class. And we view this as normal. We don't know that gun violence is a problem, but we don't talk about what kind of violence is the real issues. When people hear the words gun control, they automatically assume we're talking about robberies, gang violence, and dramatic movie-style shootings like it's some type of movie. But I'm here to talk about the side of gun violence that's quieter, more personal, and way more common than we like to believe. I'm advocating today as someone who believes in responsible gun ownership, but more importantly, responsible laws, because the leading cause of gun deaths in America is not homicide, but it's actually suicide. And school shootings, though less frequent than suicides, are more frequent in America and are a constant fear and a reality for students, teachers, and workers that are at the school. We have to stop acting like this is just how things are. We must enhance gun laws to include mandatory mental health evaluation, safer storage regulations, and stronger background checks, because suicides and school shootings are both preventable with smarter and responsible legislation. Now let's look at some facts. The fact of the matter is, according to the CDC, over 55% of gun deaths in America are suicide. In 2023 alone, there were 27,300 suicides that year. Those were veterans, teenagers, and working adults. That's a suicide every 19 minutes. And while the headlines often focus on homicide, we're missing the bigger, much quieter crisis going on in America. And what about school shootings? In the same year, there were over 300 school shootings. This is not just tragic, this is traumatizing for every student and staff member who goes to these schools now wondering if this is a safe place. So what's the problem? The problem is that our laws are reactive, not preventive. Most states don't require mental health evaluations to purchase a firearm. Safe storage laws are patchy at best, and red flag laws mean to temporarily take away guns from individuals who are in crisis don't exist everywhere in the country. But here's the good news. This isn't guesswork on how we can prevent these types of incidents. There are actual countries in the world that are accommodating these things by doing the right thing. In Portugal, you can't even apply for a firearm without going through a mental health check, a background screening, and a police interview. Poland requires a psychological evaluation for all applicants, and you have to renew that psychological evaluation every 5 years. In the Czech Republic, a general practitioner must do a physical and mental assessment on you and refer you to a specialist if there's any concerns. These countries still allow responsible gun ownership, but with responsible laws baked into it. So what can we do? Why can't we do the same? This brings me to the action we need to take. If we want to stop gun deaths, we need to stop looking away from the most common ones. We must support legislation that requires mental health screenings, strengthening background checks, and enforce safe firearm storages. Call your local representatives, sign petitions, support organizations like Everytown for Gun Safety and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. But more importantly, we need to talk about it more often than we do. Suicide isn't just a mental health issue, it also relates to gun issues. And preventing school shootings isn't just about locking doors or doing protocols, it's about keeping guns away from the people who don't need to have it in the first place. Gun control doesn't mean no guns, point blank, period. It means we're not pretending that access to it isn't easy or harmless. In conclusion, we look at the facts. Suicide is the #1 cause of death in America involving guns. School shootings are constant fears for students, staff members, and other participants in those schools. Other countries have figured out a balance between access and safety, and we can too. It's time to stop shrugging our shoulders and start making changes that we are in real time. Because the real question isn't whether we can prevent these tragedies. The real question is, do we actually care enough to do something about it? Thank you.